Today we're going to be looking at 3-2, and we're going to have special angles here. And you'll see I have 4 of them up here, and I've grouped 3 of them together that are congruent and 1 that is supplementary here. Sup? Yep, 180. Okay, vertical angles are congruent. Okay, these are your vertical angles. Whenever you have an X, the angles on opposite sides, these two right here, and these two would also be vertical angles, and they are congruent. So if this is 110 degrees, this is 110 degrees. Alternate interior angles. They are interior because they're in between the 2 parallel lines. You can tell the parallel lines by these triangle marks. And they are interior, they're inside, and they're on opposite sides of the transversal. And those are congruent. So if this one was 72, number 2 would be 72 also. Alternate exterior, and our exterior means outside, so they are outside of the lines, and you'll notice they're on opposite sides of the transversal again. Number 2 is our obtuse angle on this one. Number 1 is our obtuse angle on that one. So if that's 102 degrees, this one is also 102 degrees. Now, consecutive interior angles. Consecutive means they're on the same side. So you notice they're still interior. They're on the insides of these right here. And they are called consecutive interior angles, and they are sup. Now, one I just remembered that I forgot about is called corresponding. Now, corresponding, let's go down to here, as long as I'm thinking about it here, and I'll explain corresponding first. But first, in the figure, measure of angle 1 is 50 degrees. Now, here's what I do when I'm doing these problems. I'm not going to fill in every angle because it just gets to be too many numbers. So I know this one is 50, and I know this one is a vertical angle. So if angle 1 is 50, angle 4 is 50. Now, here's my corresponding I was talking about. If you come up to an intersection and it's in the upper left of the intersection, guess what? This in the upper left intersection is also 50. They're congruent. Now, alternate exterior right here, all the way over here, 1 and 8 are alternate exterior, and they are congruent. Now, notice I have those 4 all marked as being 50. Now, what are the other measures? Well, they're sup. Remember, the 2 angles next to each other, 1 and 2, are supplementary. So I take 180 minus 50 equals 130. Then I know that these angles marked are 130 degrees. Now, I did a bunch of them over here, and you can look at that, but I'm not going to go through every angle and where we found it. I just look over here, like if I'm looking at number 5, I just go and find number 5, and I got a 50 by it, so it's 50. If I look at number 6, I don't have anything by it. I know it's 180 minus 50 or 130. All right, next one. In the figure, now notice there are 3 parallel lines. Well, it doesn't change really anything. If measure of angle 7 is 95, okay, I found 7 here. I know the vertical angles are 95. I know the corresponding right here are 95. I know the corresponding here are 95. I know alternate interiors are 95. I know alternate exteriors 95. So I know all of these 6 are 95 degrees. Well, what are the other 6? Well, 180 minus 95, 85. So all of them I don't have marked. 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 12 are all 85 degrees. And again, I got a bunch of them over there. I would always find my figure first and then worry about finding your angles. That's a hint that I would definitely follow through on. Okay, in this next one, we have 2 separate transversals. Now, the parallel line's here, so this transversal causes these 8 angles to all be related to each other. These 8 have nothing to do with these 8 over here. 9 through 16, totally different than 1 through 8. Okay, it tells us that angle 10 is 124 degrees. Well, angle 10 is over here, so that means that's going to relate to these 8 angles. So our obtuse angles, 10, 11, 14, and 15 are all 124. And again, I can get these by vertical. I can get these 2 here by corresponding. I can get these 2 here by alternate exterior. Okay, what are the other ones? 9, 12, 13, 16. That's where I get my 180 minus 124 is 56. So these will be 56 degrees. You can mark them down if you want. I just don't like all that writing in there. I can figure it out. Okay, we also know the measure of angle 1 is 105, so I mark 1, 4, 5, and 8 is 105 degrees. The others are what? 75. 180 minus 105. All right, you can figure out all these. Talk to you later.